Hi, families.
Hi, families. It's the Grand. Daisy, Alex, and my mom is filming us.
Hi, families. I'm behind the camera. The kids are going to talk a little bit about worms. Alex, will you show our friends this cool book that we got long ago because someone loved worms? Yucky Worms is an awesome story and science book about the cool things about worms. And look right here.
A worm.
A worm. Worms like to come out during the rain, but why? Go ahead, Daisy.
Because they don't drown when they're underwater, because they can't drown. So they come up because the soil is easier to move through.
That's right.
Because it gets loosened up and it's easier to do.
It's also why night crawlers come out at night, or they're called dew worms, because they can travel farther distances across a wet, slick surface.
Because they are wet.
Because they are wet. They have wet skin.
They have special slime on them that so predators that try to eat them, they taste the slime that isn't tasty.
Very good. Alex, what would happen if a worm got cut in half? A lot of people think it grows two worms, but is that true?
No. A worm head might grow another tail, but the bottom, it won't.
It won't, that's right. And we're going to show you this worm again as he's traveling. A lot of reptiles lose their tails and sometimes grow new tails back. A worm has organs going throughout its whole body. And so if a worm gets cut in half, it doesn't in fact grow two worms. It could grow its own tail back, but it will not grow a head back. And you can see that an adult worm has a special section on it. You know it's an adult because it has a ring around its head somewhere. This one might be a juvenile because that ring hasn't been developed. What do worms do for the environment? What's one thing, Daisy?
So the worms, their poop or casts, they make soil, and then the soil helps grow plants and other fruits and vegetables.
How is the soil made? We know that it might be poop, but what is it? What is the soil?
The soil is what they've eaten.
What are types of things that worms eat, Alex?
They eat dead things and leaves that have been dead and from the fall. And they eat them, and when they poop, it becomes new dirt.
That's right.
And that's also called cast.
A cast. And in fact, we found a cast here.
Or poop.
It is worm poop right here. You might see these little kind of piles of dirt above the ground. There's one. And we actually found one. Ooh, this is a good one. There's a great one. And it looks, kind of like what Daisy said, but what we know it is beautiful organic soil. Where do we find the most worms at our house?
We either find them on this path where puddles can grow. We have a little garden over in the back, and then under the bricks, and in driveways, and under rocks.
Very good.
Mostly
and what do we have in our yard that has lots of dead organic material piled up in it?
Compost!
Our compost bin has hundreds and thousands of little worms growing in it right now because we provide a really, really, really full source of food. What's another reason why worms are good for the environment?
They are good for the environment because other animals eat them, and they have protein in them.
That's right, like bullfrogs and moles and birds, and sometimes even people have eaten worms when they need to survive.
I ate a worm.
Oh my goodness! Worms are so important to our environment, and they're really easy to find. And they're really cool.
Worm farms where they can have pet worms. They just have to feed it compost and old leaves and stuff like that.
That's right, Daisy. Excellent. Thank you so much for tuning in to our small nature nugget today. Can my friends say goodbye?
Bye.
Get outside and play with some worms, everybody. Don't forget to make those observations, draw those pictures, and enjoy every bit of nature when you can. Have a great day.